using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Attention! For the entire month of February, Acres has John Deere packaged oil and filters for 15% off. John Deere engineers its oil filters specifically for large ag equipment and commercial and residential mowers. With premium materials, these filters meet the unique demands of your farm and acreage. Following a strict maintenance routine with premium John Deere oil and filters ensures your equipment will run efficiently for years. Visit your local Acres store to start shopping today.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Cupid, the messenger of love. That guy is totally undependable. This Valentine's Day, choose Petal Creations as your personal messenger of love. From designs that say, hey, I kind of like you, to you rock my world. We know how to create the perfect floral design sure to tell your Valentine how you really feel. We have so many design choices it will make your head spin. More importantly, they will make her head spin. PetalCreations.com or 423-6500. Stop in and see us at 56th and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of snow, especially this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies and breezy conditions with a high around 19. Tonight, snow showers are likely with an overnight low of just 8. And tomorrow, snow showers continuing throughout the day. We'll see a high around 15. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, folks. It is a very, very blustery Wednesday morning here in the capital city. When I say blustery, I mean it'll make your eyes water out here. I'm in the studio along with Nick, holding down the ones and twos, Professor Swim. We got AG and H-Town Raff, I believe, in Alabama now.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Gentlemen, it's cold here in the capital city. We got to do the heat check, man. What's you guys' temperature there in Houston, AG?
70 and raining.
70 though?
Yeah, 70 though, and rain.
Yeah, I would take 70, bro. I wouldn't care what it was doing out there, man. 70 degrees will work.
Well, what's about to come in the next 24 hours is about to be worse than rain. So we're about to get some snow.
Yeah,
you're about to get a blizzard.
Yep.
Yeah. She said it with passion. Y'all about to get a blizzard.
For real. I mean, just being in the Midwest as long as I've been up there, and then being in Wisconsin. Man, like I told you, I said this on the show before. One day, the announcer on the news said we are about to experience a thunder blizzard. I was like, what? A thunderstorm mixed with a blizzard. So I was like, I've seen it all. I have seen it all.
Thunder blizzard. Hopefully, we don't have a thunder blizzard, Nick. Hopefully, we don't have to deal with that, man. But
no, we should be fine.
Cold.
Just snow.
Rafferty, how was the trip to Alabama, man?
Smooth. Easy breezy. I'm glad it was yesterday and not today, because today I think I need to build an ark because it's raining so much.
Your Twitter would say otherwise about that the trip went smooth.
That was just trying to see what I could do there, because I thought if I checked her in, they wouldn't get rid of her seat, but they did.
Yeah, the airlines are about making money.
Yeah.
Tracy couldn't make it to Arizona, but I still had her seat back. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just check her in and just act like she's there until she's not there, and then I'll have the seat next to me open. And we were all close to shutting the door on the airplane, and some staffer or guy came in and sat in their seat. And I was like,
Oh yeah, the staffers. That was one of their one of the jumper planes for them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I tried
at the same time. So you're trying to game the system is basically what you're saying, Raph. I got pissed off. It didn't work.
I mean, I paid.
That's like one of those guys that get mad that they got not that it didn't work. They're mad that they just got caught.
Yeah, I mean, I had to try. It worked the second flight. See, I think I messed up the first flight was I answered the phone. I shouldn't have answered the phone on the first flight.
Yeah, that's what gets you. That's what gets you.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm gonna ask you guys this, man. Okay, something crazy. I'm gonna start doing this more often. Just odd news. Okay, this is nuts. And obviously you're gonna know right away. It happened in Australia. So you can only imagine where I'm going with this one. 100 venomous red-bellied black snakes were removed from a pile of mulch in this guy's backyard.
I'm good.
100, y'all. Rico's going, 100.
They were populating.
Man, yes. Well, check this out. It says, according from a search by specialists on the internet, pregnant rabbit red-bellied black piles on top of each other before they give birth. He helped rake away mulch as the copper bagged 102 pregnant newborn snakes.
Nope. I'm out. I'd be moving. I'd be moving.
So Nick, you relocate.
I'd say, man, the United States of America seems like a good place right now.
So you're out.
Yeah.
You're out.
Yes.
Rico, would you stay? I'm asking Rico. You guys get 102. I mean, these will kill you.
I'm here for it.
Why?
I'm here for it. I love snakes.
So you keep your family, your two little boys, your KJ, you would keep them in that environment.
I teach them.
Teach them what?
Teach them to stay away from them.
Exactly.
Proper handling techniques.
Well,
And by
exactly.
proper handling, I mean stay away from it because you can't
I'm with
handle it.
Rico on that one. I'm with Rico on that one.
Teach kids.
I'm not running for the hills.
No, I'm not running away. It's my house.
Exactly. It's my land.
What's up? I'll take them out.
People don't care. Picking big.
I
picking
will
big smoke in front until it happens.
I will train them, and I will teach them to defend my house from intruders.
Survive, baby. Survive. I'm with Rico.
AG, so you'd stick around.
I'll stick around, and I'll be making snakeskin boots and all type of stuff. You know, I'll just say,
Red
hey,
belly boots.
Watch out for PETA.
My problem is
they know where we stand. Don't cross this line. We good. You know.
Yeah. We're friends.
You guys remember we're talking about a wild animal here, right?
My
That doesn't
problem
care about
is
your rules. Or
Rachel would move. We would move.
I would,
Rachel's rules. We're gone. We're gone. I don't care. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I would obviously do my research.
You got your area. I got mine.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in just haphazardly.
No,
I was doing some research on how to wrangle, how to deal with, and if I gotta bring in, like if you live down in Australia, there's a lot of people that can handle snakes. Okay, the whole continent is based on that. That's like their pastime.
If you live down in Australia, the snakes are the least of your worries.
Exactly, the dingoes and other
crocodiles,
everything else is your problem down there. That's like your fifth thing on the list.
What are those things called? Those it's a lizard, but it's a massive lizard that eats like grown animals.
Komodo dragons. They're not in Australia.
Where are they at?
Yeah, that's Japan or China.
No, it's small islands over in that area.
Over
in
Asia,
Asia area.
Yeah.
That area.
Okay. Yeah, the Echo.
I think it's Komodo Island. Honestly, I think it might be.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, Rico. I believe it is.
They're over there. You ain't got to worry about that.
This is how I feel about like the safaris and everything.
What's going on safari?
See, bless you, AG. This is a good time to like bring in this thought. I'm never touching a safari.
No, I want no part.
I'm never. I think it'd be so cool to see all these animals up close.
Just go to Google.
But here's the deal.
No, not the same.
The moment that you are in their land or in their area, I don't care if you are in a little wagon, if you're in a vehicle. I don't care what you're in. They don't care.
Have you not seen the one you go on the safari and it's like the Jeep, but it has like the cage around it?
No.
So then like the lions like climb on top of it.
Yeah, no.
See,
they can't get in there.
See, that's the problem.
No way.
We are always trying to intrude on where we're not supposed to be at.
You go swim with sharks?
So
you gotta do it the smart way. Don't do it like
so
I said.
Nick and Nate, would you guys tee off with a bobcat on your tee box?
No. I'm out.
I still can't believe that guy did that. I was stunned.
What happened now? This is where in Arizona somewhere or Washington?
Yeah, I was down in Arizona and we pulled up to the tee box. Our tee box, we were playing the whites, but the senior citizen tee box, the bobcat was sitting right on the tee box.
No way.
And the guy got out of his golf cart and said, teed it up and hit with the bobcat just sitting right next to him. I was like,
wow, that's gangster right there.
Yeah.
You get my gangster award right there. Hey, I'll just say for one thing, he's like, hey, I got a golf club in my hand. I can protect myself on some level.
No way.
Bobcats are fast.
Not from that.
That's what gets people killed.
Yeah.
It really does. You read about it every day
the
somewhere.
Insanity.
Look, you got to
That's not insanity. That's called perseverance. Your life.
That's called it.
That's
called being an idiot.
Guys, this is coming from AG, the guy who thinks that he can like beat any wild animal with his bare hands.
I beat a few.
See, so we're just
risking your life for a golf ball.
No way.
In the swing.
No way. I would say take me up to the drop zone.
I'm done.
Drop zone.
Yeah, Nick came up to me. He goes, "Would you have done that?" And I go, "Oh heck no! I would have put it in the middle of the fairway. I would have put it anywhere but right next to the bobcat."
I would have put it in the middle of the fairway and said, "Just count this is my third shot."
Yeah,
just give me a drop. Give me a drop.
Yep, I wouldn't care.
Now here's the thing. I think it depends on the animal because the gator, I would risk it a little bit more for a gator on land.
Well, gator, but because the gator's not gonna be that close to you.
Yeah, no.
It's not gonna be that close.
They're
Right.
Right?
They're pretty
fast. They're fast on land.
You got zigzag.
You better have some wheels. Gator's not slow.
I got short little stubby legs.
Just got to be faster than Raff.
There you go.
And the reason why I say gator, playing with the number of times I've played golf with gators around, they're usually away from you. The people that usually get messed up by gators and talk to the people of the PGA,
they get to the water, you go to their territory. That's the problem.
They start being stupid. They got a few, liquid courage in them.
They're like,
and they lose. And you know what? The gator's like, bro, I ain't bothering you. Why are you messing with me over here?
Yeah.
Because you're going to go back home with one less arm or leg.
Or you might not go back home at all.
Period. Exactly.
Yeah, once they get into that death roll, you
That's
can't
right.
get out of it. Yeah.
Oh, death row is done.
Yeah.
Unless you built the steel and know how to go with the death row, that's the only way you're going to survive.
Huskers P on the text line is disagreeing with me. He says bobcats aren't attacking humans. It's very rare. Gators can run up to 35 miles an hour. I knew that about
That's what I was
gators.
just about to say.
We
I was just
searched
about to say that.
We knew that because we searched that. However, here's the unfortunate piece is bobcats attacking humans. It's rare until it isn't. And I'm not going to be the thing that makes it common.
You know the key word though, fellas? Rare. Meaning it can happen.
It means it has happened.
Yeah.
It could happen. It doesn't happen very often.
The thing is,
like say I shank a golf ball on the ground and happens to hit him, he might be upset.
Right. He might be. I know I would be. Somebody hit me with a golf ball, animal or human. I'm
the whole they're more scared of you than you are of them. Like I get that, but at the same time, like I'm pretty scared.
I'm not.
See, here it is.
and they sense that too. That's what you got to do. You got to be gangsta up in there, like like you said, the guy on the golf course. He's old, he's like, you can't, because they sniff it. They can hear it. They can feel it.
Yeah, I've had a good life. I've
right, exactly. So he's like, look, man, I'm about to tee off on this thing. I hope I hit it 300 and let me ride out.
Okay, you know what? The more I'm thinking about it, there's no other place that I'd rather go out than on a golf course.
Exactly.
I mean,
there you go. You're in your happy place.
No,
not at age 23.
But the way and the fashion you would go out.
But
would
honestly, Nick, if you died mauled by a bobcat,
would you have more respect?
No, I'd make fun of you.
Okay.
Wow.
If you died getting mauled by like a mountain lion, like a bigger cat, I'd respect. Bobcat, not as much.
So here it is. Bobcat attacks on humans are rare, but can happen, especially if the bobcat is rabid. You don't know. You can't go up to him and be like, "Hey, man."
Unless the Black Death is going on and everybody's getting affected by it.
Hey, are you up on your vaccination?
You foaming at the mouth? No, bet.
Yeah. Are you a nice bobcat?
Yeah,
you a nice bobcat.
I'll say this: when I lived in Seattle for the first two years I was there, there were two. One was a cougar. No, there was two cougar, and then a black bear that come into people's yards. And the black bear obviously was coming from out of hibernation. Yeah. So he was like, "What's up?" He just said, "What's up?" He just walked away. But the mountain lions now, they were. What was the problem was they figured out this mountain lion was hungry. Basically, he was famine. He was like on the last bit of life, like he's sticking to it. So they would go after either small children or dogs or small dogs. So and it happened 2 years when I was in Seattle. I was like, oh. Okay, I know I gotta be.
Would you rather? Here's a quick wild animal question. Would you rather live somewhere where there's like mountain lions and bears, or where there's snakes? So, like, would you rather live like up in like the Pacific Northwest with like the mountain lions and the bears, or down in like Arizona with rattlesnakes?
I'm gonna say, I would. Okay, personally, a little bit of both. I'd rather live in Arizona for the weather. Number two is the Pacific Northwest.
You gotta deal with that.
If we're talking specific wildlife,
yeah.
I'd rather do Pacific Northwest because guess what? Those can't sneak up on you.
I mean,
who can't sneak up on you?
The bears. The bears can't sneak.
A bear can sneak up on you
if you're just in the woods. Yeah, but like if you're in the town,
if you're just in your backyard, all of a sudden you got a bear climbing over your fence.
Yeah, you will hear that. You will hear that. They're not quiet creatures.
Yeah.
Just like, hey,
and really,
hello, this is about to be my yard.
He said, I smell barbecue.
Yeah,
right. You smell something. But no, like Rico said, a lot of the animals, I mean, naturally they're afraid of us. They because of the cars and the sound we make and all that. So they like more like, oh, what you doing?
Wait a minute.
They kind of figuring it out where we coming from. So
yeah. Now we're getting criticized on the text line here. Joe B says bobcats only weigh about 20 pounds, guys. They are smaller than the average dog.
Bill and Bennett says
bobcats are
mountain lions are bigger though. Mountain lions are the size of a cougar, or a cougar is a mountain lion, pretty much.
Okay, I don't care how small a bob.
Hold on. Bill and Bennett says bobcats are very vocal when they are rabid. That doesn't distract from the point. It's a bobcat.
Okay, so
this is not a dog.
Nick, we're just figuring out you're afraid of everything. Okay?
Hold on. Two things there. Okay. One, even if it's the size of like bigger than a dog or a little bit smaller than a dog, guess what? It's got claws and sharp teeth. It's still gonna hurt like real bad. And if it gets your neck, guess what? Night. And second, I don't care if it's vocal when it's rabid. That just means you're gonna hear it before it rips your throat out.
Hey, he's warning you. That's
Yeah.
this morning. You know, I'm like, hey,
That's
all right,
scary.
I'm gonna find a stick
You
to
can hear it before you
protect
see it.
myself.
Hey, Aaron says 100 poisonous snakes. Nah, that's what fire is for. Someone else said a flamethrower. Tommy, you're exactly right. You got to watch out for the kangaroos. They're deer that went to prison and started working. They look like deer that went to prison and started working.
They're
out.
jumping deer.
Hey,
If you see a
kangaroos are
kangaroo-
gangster.
If you see a kangaroo in the water, it's not drowning. Don't go with it.
Hey, kangaroos are gangster.
crazy.
The grown, I
I'm
say the
telling you
grown
guys,
ones.
What's that, Raff?
Watch out for the chula cactuses. Oh my goodness.
Oh, those things will get you too, bro.
Yeah.
Horrible.
We got to text Joe B says, look out, Nick, raccoon might attack you too. LOL. Here's the thing. There was a moment about 2 years ago where in broad daylight, a raccoon was in our front yard. I was like, nope, in broad daylight. You know
He
it.
came at you.
No. It just was hanging around. But
But it could have.
Raccoons
they-
in daytime, they're rabid.
Oh, they going through the
Yeah,
they-
you gotta
they-
you gotta call somebody.
And guess what?
They raiding the garbage cans.
By the time you start showing symptoms of rabies, it's too late.
Yep. There you go.
Kmart Steve, we'll say this before we go to a few more questions. Had a nephew. First of all, good morning to you, Kmart. Had a nephew calling turkeys in tall grass and heard a rustle behind him. He spun around and a bobcat came at his face to face and scared each other and ran the opposite direction. Okay.
The bobcat was like, "There's a turkey over here." He's like, "Oh, food!"
Yeah.
That's a big featherless turkey.
Jeez, Garage Jeff makes a good point. He goes, raccoons are no joke when they're cornered. I have trapped several of them, and you just basically got to shoot them in the head to kill them.
Oh man.
Old Dad 34
You
says
can't catch them in a cage and release them. Dang.
Well, not if you want it.
Yeah.
Not if you're Xavier Leggett out in Carolina, and that's what you eat for Thanksgiving.
Oh man.
Old Dad 34 says y'all can take a bobcat.
Nah. Austin Hanson, are you saying this is called a Galapagos?
A Galapagos.
Galapagos.
Yeah,
The Galapagos Island is where
What about it? What does he say?
the Komodo dragon. Where the Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragons on the Galapagos Islands?
It might be. That's like the civilization of all animals.
There are no
that,
Komodo dragons. I know that for a fact. There are no Komodo dragons in the Galapagos Islands.
I have no idea.
There are none.
Long as they ain't in Lincoln.
Because if there were Komodo dragons in the Galapagos Islands, there would be no more Galapagos tortoises.
Gosh, man, I can't do it, man.
Hey,
Well,
but I will say this: if you ever run into rodents, go visit Dane, our friends at Bats to Rats.
There you go.
There you go.
They'll take
How
care
about
of it
that
for you.
plug?
Yeah.
How about that
There you
plug?
go.
You know what? Dane Pat, Bats to Rats. There it is.
We need to bring him on the air, man. Just see
What's the wildest thing?
Yeah, the wildest thing he's ever seen.
That'd be
before.
fun.
I'd love it.
That'd be fun.
Well, folks, there was a lot of wild things happening. Unfortunately, not in our favor last night. The Vault. We'll discuss that when we come back. Some more Super Bowl talk, of course, as well. Tom Brady's Super Bowl debut. What was your debut? With some of you guys' opinions on that? There were some that were for, loved it. Others like, no. So we'll talk about that as well. Big show ahead of you. And if you got snakes, don't ever call me. Don't ever call Nick. Don't call Raff. But you can call Rico and AG. They'll take care of it for you.
I got you.
Yeah. Well, you guys will take care of it.
Me and Steve Irwin. All right.
Steve Irwin.
Saw what happened to him.
Yeah, Steve Raff
Yeah,
makes
but he
a
got
good
done
point.
in by a stingray, not a snake. That man was jumping on.
But you know what?
alligators.
it
You know
was
what?
Crazy freak accidents with a stingray. Yeah.
The key word, though, when you mess with wild animals, people are like, oh, you can just domesticate them. No, a wild
No,
animal
you
is
can't.
a wild animal.
He had
No,
the
you gotta be
utmost
real.
respect for them.
Yeah,
There
you
it
can
is.
respect them all you want, but that stingray had a bad day.
Yeah,
when you
well,
can't communicate with them.
if the person
Yeah.
didn't pull the stinger out, he'd probably still be alive.
Nah, you should.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wild
facts.
You're right. One time.
Mhm.
That's it.
There
Yep.
you go.
One time,
Yep.
and it's a wrap. Game over. Dirt bad.
I'll punch every stingray I see.
Okay. They look at you like,
Up
man,
your
this-
brakes, Rico.
Short-
You
short-
hyped this morning.
Yeah. I love
Rico
that.
hyped this morning. That's what he is.
Gotta let those stingrays know that Steve still got shooters out here.
Hey, you know what? Just like on the Super Bowl, go Samuel L. Jackson. You know how to handle snakes on the plane. So. There you go.
You're right.
That's awesome.
You're right.
Let's get it.
Folks,
I had to throw that in there. That was an easy one. I had to throw that one in
Oh,
there.
the layup. I like it. We'll be right back, folks.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
I used to smoke. I thought of cigarettes as my best friend.
They were always there for me when I needed a break.
I also thought cigarettes were my best friend, and then they gave me peripheral artery disease.
I smoked and had a stroke. Actually, multiple strokes.
I smoked and have heart disease. Here's my tip. If cigarettes are your friend, you need a better friend.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules.
All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. You got snakes. Run real fast. Gentlemen, it was a very frustrating game last night. Husker ladies dropped their third straight game to Iowa last night, and it was a rough outing, to say the least, man. It just was rough. It was a rough game to watch. To see Nebraska continue to struggle the way they've been struggling, and it's not going to get easier because they go to Maryland on Thursday night. But Nick, Raff and AG just seem like they've just been in in a slump, and shooting particularly. They would lose to Iowa 81-66, a team they snuck out and won against in Iowa. So they basically they split the rivalry this year, 1-1. Iowa beats Nebraska 81-66, and we had no answers for Lucy Olsen. She dropped 32 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. And you guys, from a 3-point perspective, it seemed like that the Iowa couldn't miss.
Yeah, they couldn't miss. And that's pretty characteristic for the Iowa Hawkeyes game in and game out. And just because they moved on from Caitlin Clark, this is kind of their Caitlin Clark replacement, Lucy Olsen. She was a transfer from Villanova. And this is, you can't expect anybody to come in and have the type of production that Caitlin Clark did. But in terms of finding somebody to kind of weather the void and fill the void to a certain extent that Caitlin Clark left, then, Lucy Olsen's that person. I think the struggle for Nebraska, who currently sits, I think, 16-8 now overall. They're 7-6 in the Big Ten conference standings, which is right around middle of the pack or so. They're a team now that in February, and we're seeing this with the men's team, men's are playing their best basketball, Husker women's basketball right now in February, playing kind of the opposite, unfortunately. And they're going to go to, like you said, Maryland, who's a top 20 team on Thursday. And then they have to go to Illinois, who is a top 4 team in the Big Ten Conference. So it's not going to get any easier here in this stretch. And let's just hope Nebraska can figure out a way to turn it around, because they're firmly in the NCAA tournament right now, but that could go away quickly, because in this Big Ten, there's about 11 teams, I believe, that are going to be tournament teams in the conference. But Nebraska is one of those 2 bottom ones.
Raff and AG, you're looking at Nebraska right now. It's almost, it's becoming, I wouldn't say becoming, I'll put it this way. It looks like the first 3 losses, of the 6-game losing streak the men had, to where, you lose this one 81-66. You get beat pretty bad against Indiana prior to then. Who they lost to before Indiana? It was Michigan. Beat them at home as well.
Yeah, that was after Indiana. Yeah, before this last game.
So the last weekend you dropped your 2 last home games, and you go to Indiana and take a beat down there.
Well, and give Iowa credit; they did a really good job defensively on Britt Prince last night. Britt Prince struggled to get any open looks.
She had a fight last night. Thoughts, gentlemen? Thoughts?
No, just saw a lot of effort, like you just mentioned, from Iowa's defense, and then offensively, they just turn it up a notch when you got players that get warm, shooting the ball, playing and getting rhythm in basketball. You just gotta, sometimes you gotta hold on for the ride as an opposing team, or try to find out, slow them down a little bit, by giving them some, get a little bit physical with them, or making sure they earn their shots. If they're going in the paint, get the hack in there just to make them say, hey, you're not going to just make an easy shot in the paint, with a layup or anything like that. You're gonna have to earn it. So get to go through the charity stripe, make them shoot that way, because then once you do that, then it gives them, it gets them out of their rhythm, not going in a shot or a pass from a teammate where they're coming off a screen or something and they're wide open, or they're working the 2-man game right in the middle. So when you do that, that's where you try to do that. But that was an opportunity for our ladies last night.
Raff, you know, you look at when you look at the stats, the box score, you see that Iowa had 3 players in double digits. Obviously, with Lucy Olson, she absolutely just she did whatever she wanted to do on that court last night. Then who's a person that's been in a thorn in our side for I don't know how many years is Stolke. You know, she didn't score a lot of points, but a lot of rebounds in both offensively and defensively. For Nebraska, it was good to see Rimdahl her show up, scored 20, but then you had Logan Nisley had 11, and then Markowski had 15. But the stat that jumps out to me the most, you guys, and it's kind of the decisive part of the game, Iowa scored 17 points off our turnovers. Nebraska had, I think, 15 turnovers or all. They had 7 turnovers before halftime. And some of the turnovers, Nick, Raff, and AG, were just made me scratch my head. Raff, how do you correct that? Because Nebraska, the women are usually a pretty sound, fundamentally team. But these past 3 games, man, if you look at those turnovers, looking at last night, we turned the ball over close to a dozen times every one of those losses or more.
Yeah, you just have to get back to valuing the basketball and valuing each possession. Like you look at that game last night. I mean, you take third quarter, Nebraska plays them fairly evenly, but that third quarter just really got to Nebraska there. Also, too, with Britt Prince, you know, just gonna have to find a way to get her the looks. I know they played good defense on her last night, but she's one of those key pieces. Usually, when Nebraska wins, Britt Prince puts up pretty decent scoring, and Markowski has a pretty decent night rebounding. You know, 10 plus rebounds, and we didn't have any of those last night. And that's half the reason why we lost.
You know what, Al, Nick, I'll let you go ahead, but I'm going to read Al's. Al, you're exactly right, because if I could have jumped, I would have jumped out of my chair. I was so pissed. Al, you're perfect. He goes, Huskers threw it away too many times trying to feed the ball to the low post. They need to take an easy 2 or 3. Nick, how many times did we see that? So they're trying to feed it to Markowski or Gorzen, and it was way too high.
And a big part of that, I think, was because Nebraska was in a very fortuitous position in the first half. And what I mean by that is they got they got Iowa in a lot of foul trouble. There were multiple players that had to sit the bench. Stolke had to sit the bench early on in the second quarter because she had 2 fouls and sit out the rest of the first half. Iowa's backup post player they were playing a freshman down at the post against Nebraska's experienced senior and Alexis Markowski, and still struggled to get to it. So yeah, you're right. I think, you know, there's a lot of the commentary last night was that the shots weren't falling for Nebraska, and maybe to a certain extent. But I look at 2 major numbers. And we're going to branch off on these numbers as well. Number one's like that you just mentioned, the turnovers. Nebraska had 15. Iowa had just 10 all night. Still not, I mean, it wasn't a good game from Iowa, but Nebraska, like you said, committed 15 turnovers. The other one that I would mention, Iowa had 12 offensive rebounds.
Yes.
Iowa had 12 offensive rebounds. Nebraska shot 18 of 40 from the field. They shot, almost 45% from the field last night. They didn't shoot it poorly from beyond the 3-point line. The problem was the volume. They just didn't get very many looks. They only took 40 shots all night last night. Iowa took 60.
Yeah.
Iowa, that is 20 more shots than your opponent. So you mentioned valuing possessions. Sure, the turnovers piece of it, but the rebounding's got to be a lot better, especially when you get a team like Iowa who does move the ball well. They space the floor because they have such good perimeter shooters from Lucy Olson. Right. But then also, how about Fremont's own Taylor McCabe?
Yeah, McCabe had 17
adding 17 last night. Yep. And one of them was a dagger 3. When they space it out, defenses get out of system. You guys know it as well. Defenses get out of system. The play breaks down. Defenses break down. It leaves a good shooter open from beyond the 3-point line. And those second chance points just kill you.
You know, you guys, it was really cool, obviously to our own demise, but it was cool to see one of your own, McCabe, really step up this year. Not just this game, but she's had a good year overall. And she was just unconscious out there last night as far as the 3-point line goes. A lot of them were. But you look at another stat, you guys, before we dip out of this one, was the second chance points. Iowa got 11 second chance opportunities. And you look at the game, 81-66. I mean, the turnovers in the second chance points, that's your game right there for the most part, gentlemen. I mean, you can't give them that many times and let them control the paint like that.
Yeah. It just looked like Iowa, from that overtime game last week or, earlier this season in their stadium, they kind of took it they got to pay attention to it. They made some adjustments and was able to come away and get on the road and be kind of the road warriors and come into our place and get the dub. And I say that right there just shows you what you got to do and what you got to prepare for coming up for the Big Ten tourney and the NCAA tournament. You got to make sure your mind is more mental right now than anything physical. Maybe the team, maybe the ladies were just a little tired, from a season. It's almost at the end, maybe that. But if anything, your mental has to stay tight. And with that, because you got to protect home court always. And right now, this game right here, it was tough because Iowa had just one up on them. They just had the extra effort and then the extra, pass or shot or whatever to get up. And that's something that Coach Amy Williams can take back to the drawing board, get in meetings and get in the practice film and go over this. And this would be huge learning lesson and good coaching tape right here to say, hey, this was the difference between first game in Iowa to now. What's the differences? And ask the ladies that themselves, like, what was the difference? What did they do a little bit different, or what did they do different overall to make this game what it coming out to be? Us losing, from a bigger spread than the overtime game that we won in Iowa. So what was those differences? So ask them that, and then they would start, getting that mindset of, okay, this is what we need to do going into the next matchup or going into the tournament in general.
Raff and AG and Nick, I hated hearing the Hawkeye chant at the vault last night, man. Oh, I was like, good God. I mean, if you win, you don't have to worry about that. But man, I hate to hear that last night.
Hey, it is what it is. That's part of competition. That's part of competition. Win or lose, I was in Viking Stadium and that skull clap started getting going. I was like, hey, let's not get that clap going. Let's shut the horn down. Because they had the big Viking horn too. And I was like, man, hey, if you get that Viking horn going, that means the Vikings are playing good. So I'll tell my teammates, hey, O-line, let's go. Let's block it up. And let's not get nothing started on their side. Let's keep the stadium quiet, please.
So Nebraska currently sits 16-8 overall, 7-6 in the Big Ten Conference for women's basketball, 11th in the conference. There is a four-way tie for, what would this be, 7th place in the Big Ten. They're tied currently for 7th place in the Big Ten, but essentially 11th. There's not a whole lot of separation, just five games between them and first place UCLA, who's number 1 in the country. But as I mentioned, there's probably going to be 11 teams from the Big Ten Conference that make the NCAA tournament. You're looking at double-digit berths. And Nebraska now, like we talked about, Thursday they play at 17th ranked Maryland, who is 19-5 on the year. They're currently 5th in the conference. Then they follow that up with a road matchup on Sunday at Illinois, who is 4th in the conference, also 19-5. Then they will return home to face Oregon, who is 16-8, very similar to them, before they host Washington, who is 2 spots below them at 14-10. So it's February is not easy by any means, and then they wrap up with 1 game in March. But then that following Wednesday, I believe it would be like the Big Ten tournament. For those that are curious, the girls tournament coincides with girls state basketball March 5th through the 8th, and the boys Big Ten tournament coincides with boys state tournament, which is the following Wednesday through Saturday as well. So all leading up, Husker women leading up to that March 5th start of the Big Ten tournament. Hopefully they can kind of stay right where they're at, because similar structure to the men's tournament, those teams in the middle get 1 day of a bye. And so Nebraska needs to really hold on to that one.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want it easier. I would want it hard, because then it gets us to the tournament. We get in there and we kind of see where we stand. And then we get some wins that'll help out going to the big tournament, right? To the March Madness dance. So then in the upcoming games, like you mentioned, Nick, it's going to be not easy, but you got to go earn them. And then that'll get the mental there where they need to be coming into the NCAA bracket and playoffs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, before we go to break, ladies and gents, I want to let you know who this segment was brought to us by. This segment was brought to us by the great Jack Mitchell. Jack Mitchell.
Not him.
He's a sports guy. Yeah. Shout out to Jack Mitchell. Jack, I was looking at Alvin Mitchell's thing on here on Facebook, and I thought about Jack Mitchell. But this segment was brought to you by Jack Russell with an R of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. He can help you protect your home, vehicle, family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Learn how Jack's family of Farm Bureau Financial Service can help you. Big shout out to Jack Russell.
There you go.
Folks, we come back. We got some history for you. Stay tuned. It's The Drive.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, 4-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Cupid, the messenger of love. That guy is totally undependable. This Valentine's Day, choose Petal Creations as your personal messenger of love. From designs that say, hey, I kind of like you, to you rock my world. We know how to create the perfect floral design sure to tell your Valentine how you really feel. We have so many design choices it will make your head spin. More importantly, they will make her head spin. PetalCreations.com or 423-6500. Stop in and see us at 56th and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. A chance of snow, especially this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies and breezy conditions with a high around 19. Tonight, snow showers are likely, looking over that low of just 8. And tomorrow, snow showers continuing throughout the day. We'll see a high around 15. Meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hey, it's Chad with Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the #1 selling complete post-workout product, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out, exercises, or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today, try a free sample, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hold it down right here in the studio. Got Swim making you go idiot. All right, we are back. Little history action. On this day, man, I'll never forget this day. Our good friend Joel Johnson will not forget it either. Raffy, I think you know what I'm talking about. In 1990, huge upset. James Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson in the 10th round in Tokyo to win the heavyweight world boxing title. Raff, AG, myself, texters, let us know if you're old enough to remember that fight when Tyson. Remember you guys, AG and Raff, he was trying to mouthpiece. Buster had beat him so bad.
Yeah, he caught him with a good, I don't know, left hook or right hook or jab and knocked the mouthpiece out. You know.
And Buster Douglas had lost his mom before that fight, and he just said, "I'm just fighting this fight for my mom." Because Raff, he looked a lot. He came out on a mission, brother, didn't he?
Yeah, because it's one thing that had been against him throughout his career was he was out of shape and came in shape. And remember, Tyson had got knocked down by a sparring partner earlier that week or whatever. So there was talk of that. But Mike will tell you this. In that 8th round, Mike did knock him out, and he was down for more than 10 seconds. But
Yeah,
the referee did
yeah,
not see it that way.
It was a pretty slow 10 count.
Mm.
9.5, 9 3/4. Another little piece in history, not even history. Well, the game is history at this point, I guess. Each Eagles player, this part of the Super Bowl that just took place, what do you think they got for winning that game, you guys? Guesses. Nick?
Oh, cash payout?
Yeah. Nick, I'm going to go to each one of y'all.
I don't even
throw
have
a
a
number out
guess.
there. Just throw a guess. Winner and loser. What do the winners get? And what the loser?
Go ahead, Raff.
Raff,
Take
what
it.
I won't guess. I know the answer, so I will not guess.
KG?
I say by now I count in inflation through the league, because I know back when I was playing it was around 250, between 200 and 250 now, back during the early 2000s. So I would say now probably double that. So I would say anywhere between 500 to maybe $1 million, depends on incentives in their own contracts as well.
Mhm.
But I'll just say from the league, I would say at bare minimum 500,000 for the winners. Or for the losers, probably a little bit under that, like 300,000, maybe 250 for that.
Not even close.
What year are we in?
2025. Yeah, AJ,
I don't
I
even know.
had no idea, first of all. But Raff,
But
what is it?
if he's counting incentives from the contracts and all that, then he's
Yeah.
in that.
I'm talking just from the
He's in there.
NFL.
Just the NFL payout, just for
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, not for the entire playoff run, just for the Super Bowl.
What
Yeah,
is it, DD?
171,000.
Okay.
That's it?
171. Yep. Each player got 171,000.
They didn't go up much then, because it was one. They only went up like 20,000.
And this is per the collective bargaining agreement that was done in 2020.
Nice.
And right, and I almost forgot that too. So that's why I added so much on there, because I would say the CBA will bring in more money for everybody, and they only went up 20 grand, because the 150 was the winners for Super Bowls during my time. Between 1998 to 2009, I say kind of in that range from 2003 to 2009. That's where I heard of players making anywhere between 150 200, and then add on incentives as like quarterback position, running backs, linemen, some linemen, and wide receivers as well. So interesting. They didn't move up much.
No, they didn't. They didn't. The losers
I'm gonna
got
bring that up in a meeting. If I was a ref, I'd be like, hey, we gotta bump this on up, y'all. We should be in the 500,000s by now.
Especially when you're getting $8 million for 30-second commercials. There's money
Correct.
somewhere.
Money is there.
Yeah, it's definitely there. It's definitely. I was surprised when I see it. I thought it would be like 250 to 300,000, give or take, is what I thought the winners would get. But no, $171,000 for the winner, which is still awfully good at 96,000.
That's before taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
But just think of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them probably spent more money on their Super Bowl tickets and their Super Bowl trip than what they'll get payout.
Yeah. It's a trip, man. It's a trip.
That's crazy.
Sanderson, good morning. He goes, I'll always remember where I was when I got the news regarding Mike Tyson. It was at Wayne State College freshman year. It's like a JFK moment for me because I loved Mike Tyson. I feel you on that, man.
Yeah.
Aaron says, watching Tyson lose was devastating. He was our superhero. Still don't like Buster Douglas. Raffy, what you got, my man?
Well, today's history is the first for me, surfing history.
Dope. I like
Kelly
it.
Slater turns 53 years old today. Kelly Slater has won the World Surfing League Championship 11 times. The last one, he was 49, but I always remember him being on Baywatch.
Was he?
Yep.
I never watched an episode of Baywatch.
Neither have I.
I watched 1 or 2 episodes. One or two, maybe.
Yeah,
he was on for like 2 seasons of Baywatch, which that's when I first encountered Kelly Slater. But
wow. 59 years old.
53. Probably out surfing today.
I would be.
What you got, AG?
Oh man, I got one of my shooter RPG games, Aliens, Colonial Marines. One of my favorite movies of all times as well. So you go on mission, and for Bella, the player enters a large building and has to run past a room with the sentry gun and the left-hand side. And hold up, I'm reading something else. Wrong one. Wrong place. In Aliens, Colonial Marines, players are part of the United States Colonial Marine Squad and must prepare to face the alien assaults more intense and horrific than ever before. So packing classic alien weaponry like the big gun. If you remember Aliens in 1988 with Sigourney Weaver, those big strapped on harness guns that's in the game as well, and also brand new equipment and skills are within the squad-based combat system. So players beware. Aliens. Hey, we're talking about wild animals. No, these are wild animals. Wild aliens. Here you go. Came out 2013. Fun game.
2013.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Folks, a lot of crazy history today. I still want what Tyson just sticks in mind big time. So a lot of that good stuff. We come back, though. Crunch the numbers that we won the Super Bowl. We talked about the payouts for each team, $171,000 for the winners, $96,000 for the Chiefs in second place. What do the numbers look like when you really deep dive into these, and where do both programs, organizations, I would say, go after this? We'll discuss that when we come back, folks. It's The Drive. It is a very frigid Wednesday morning. It's all the folks working outside. Stay warm. We'll be right back.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Hey, it's Chad with Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the #1 selling complete post-workout product, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out, exercises, or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today, try a free sample, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff. Find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Gray.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. But before we get started, we're going to talk about the importance of doors. Raff, go ahead, my man.
All right, everybody. We are proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Pack fan 72, good morning. He goes, AG, they have a new game coming out called Dune Awakening.
Oh, yeah, I know about it. I talked about it on my podcast. Oh, man. So you remember Doom, the old shooter? Yeah, I know you had that. I know, Raff, you probably heard of it. Come on. Help me out here. Y'all haven't heard of Doom?
D-U-N-E, right?
D-O-O-M. Dune.
Oh, and Dune.
No.
Dune. Oh, Dune is the movie, right?
Oh, I was thinking of the movie.
That's what you're thinking. I get what you're. Yeah, I could get that. Doom. So like Doom, like the end, like so DOOM. It's a shooter, first-person shooter, where you're basically. I forgot the character's name. Slayer. Your character is called Slayer, and you're fighting the demons of hell, basically. So you're down in Hades, and you're basically just fighting all the hellacious demons that live and exist in Hades or in hell, or whatever, which one you want to call it. And it's fun. You got a gun that's called a BFG. I'll just let you kind of put your imagination what the letters stand for. Yeah, when I remember I hadn't played it since PC, and then they came out with Doom Eternal back in 2016. And I played that whole game. I loved it so much. I played it on my stream until I completed it. And I found out halfway through the game that it had a BFG. So just imagine what the BFG stand for.
Yeah.
And it does handle business. You want that in your onslaught of weaponry for sure. But yeah. So Doom, the new one's coming out. I can't wait to get it. I think it might be out or it's about to come out. I don't know. I think it's out already. Let me check.
72. He's down with it. He's down with it.
For
Guys,
sure.
some of the numbers in the Super Bowl. Margin of victory, the 18-point victory. It's the first Super Bowl to win by multiple scores since Tampa did it to KC at the conclude the 2020 season.
Okay.
And it's also it's tied for the third biggest margin of defeat by the Chiefs in a game that started by Mahomes in 2018. You guys, was that probably the worst performance you've seen by Mahomes in his pro career?
I want to say it was kind of I'll say it was based on not being protected. I'll say that. So he couldn't really do what he could do, right? So it wasn't, I'll say from a stat wise, and obviously being upright, he didn't have enough time to be upright in the backfield. So I would say, they did. So Philly did a good job of making sure he didn't get loose, he didn't get comfortable in rhythm as he usually does. So I wouldn't say it was just like on him in terms of his performance, but I would say it's probably not his best in the playoff run that they had so far. And I say in all their playoff runs they had so far.
Raff, there's the next number. 0. Philly blitzed him 0 times, did not blitz him at all.
Home in 4.
Sacks. And when you think about this, Raff, and think about this. At one point during the second half, fellas, okay, Philly posted a 52.4% pressure rate without a single blitz.
Amazing. Amazing. That is the defensive coordinator's dream.
Yes.
To get home in 4.
Times.
To get home with 4 guys doing their job, working as a unit, and you don't have to send a DB or a linebacker to disrupt or make it easier for your defense to get in the backfield. When you can do it with the guys that have their hands in the ground coming off the ball, that's special. That's special.
And the thing too about that though is that they never blitzed once, but the incredible thing is that they stayed in their lanes so well. Because what does Patrick Mahomes usually do to teams that, rush 4, he runs around them, he cuts through, and it just felt like all night that Patrick Mahomes was trying to, he wasn't running to, find the open receiver. He was just running just to save his life. And I just, that credit to that Eagles defense, that front 4. I mean, that you gave, and I think I brought this up last week about Fangio when he coached for the Broncos. The Chiefs had their fits against the Broncos defense. The Broncos just didn't have nothing on offense to go along with them. But I think Fangio, going back to that plan, but just having that front 4 that he had, they played incredible. I mean, all night long. I mean, the score ended up 40-22, but that wasn't a 40-22 game. I mean, that was truly a 40-6 ball game. They got a couple, late touchdowns, him throwing deep. But I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a performance. It actually kind of surprised me a little bit that they didn't give the MVP to somebody on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you're right. I thought here's this, guys. I was reading an article yesterday, and it was a deep dive by like one of the analytical sites where they were kind of breaking down the way that the Chiefs, their game plan, the way that Andy Reid runs the offenses, things like that, the structure, the breakdown, the analytics of it. And they categorized what Patrick Mahomes experienced on Sunday. And I thought this was incredible because this can be connected with Nebraska too at times. Pocket trauma. That's how they characterized what Patrick Mahomes experienced was pocket trauma. When the pocket collapses so early in the play, it affects every single thing you do. It affects every single decision you make. It affects what options you have to get the ball out of your hand. I thought pocket trauma was incredible. It was an incredible phrase to describe it, because to relate it to Nebraska, that's what we saw from like Adrian Martinez, and that's what we saw at times this last year with Dylan Raiola. Is when the pocket collapses so quick, they categorized it as pocket trauma, which I thought was really, really accurate.
And we called that at the NFL level is making them think, say, hey, let's get them off their, and then for a quarterback like Pat Mahomes, it's basically get him off his spot. Don't let him get comfortable getting on his spot, because he wants to drop back and then get on his spot and then throw his ball the way he throws, either sidearm, over the top, what have you. And that penetration, that's why penetration is a problem in the NFL or I say college or everywhere. If you get in the middle, because you disrupt that's the origin of every play, play action to handing it off to just dropping back is all in the middle of the offensive line between the guards and the tackles. So that region, and then Chris, Raff, you already said it, that the D linemen kept their lane discipline. So they didn't get outreached in no area and then made Pat having to come up with stuff to get out of the pocket to get the ball away for an incomplete pass. When you are making him work to do that, then you're doing your job.
Yeah, I mean, even too, like, what was it? I think it was the beginning of the third quarter, and they got their second first down of the game, and their first down was the first play of their first offensive play. I mean, that defense, that first half, that might have probably been the best half of football in Super Bowl history from a defense.
Yeah, but they didn't score their first touchdown to the third quarter.
That was crazy.
Third quarter. This is Pat Mahomes and Kansas City offense. Well, I would have lost the bet saying, hey, they're not going to score in the second half. They're not going to score until the second half. I'll be like, no, I'm not taking that bet. I'm not taking that bet.
Well, most people, like you said, AG, none of us would have took the bet because, you look at their body of work in the history, you think they're going to score very quickly, which they didn't. And it was the second biggest Super Bowl halftime lead going in, only second to Washington. Sorry, Raff, in 1988 had a 35-10 lead over Denver in 88. Yikes. Philadelphia was this year. In 1990, the 49ers were up 20. Raff, sorry, you again.
On the Broncos.
27-3 over the Broncos. In 1980.
Do you guys sense a theme?
Hey.
What was it? What was the score?
That's why I was so special when they beat the Packers. That's why I was so special.
Yeah. Well, in 86, Chicago had a 23-3 lead over New England. And then in 82, San Francisco once again had a 20-0 lead over Cincinnati. So
the Bengals,
you're looking at those numbers. It's huge. A few more numbers for you. We got more time on this segment. Yeah, we got plenty of time. 10 more minutes. Rushing yards. You look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, you guys, to me, he plays like his personality. He's very chill. AG, exactly. He's very chill. It reminds me of an old soul in a young body. He doesn't get very flustered. His expression, whether he ran a 70-yard touchdown or took a 7-yard sack, his expression really doesn't change much at all. Even after winning the game, of course, he threw smiles and things out there, but he's just a very cool customer. And to me, that ball, that bomb that he threw, who caught that bomb? Was that Brown?
Devontae. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, for the Eagles. It was Devontae.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith,
That pass, you guys, ridiculous.
He put a lot of air under it. That was perfect throw. Put the air under it, let his receiver run up under it, makes the DB work or even get a, panic and get a personal foul, which that didn't happen, but this great throw to get it in there,
And especially in a time where a lot of people questioning his passing ability.
All the time.
He's questioned on his ability to throw the ball all the time because he uses his legs as such a weapon. And on this season, especially where Saquon Barkley has such a historic year, the Chiefs, for the most part, guys, we do need to give the Chiefs defense credit at times because they handled Saquon Barkley as well as pretty much anybody had all season long. Saquon, every single game, it felt like broke a 40, 50, 60-plus yard run. And
7 times this year.
That didn't happen in the biggest game. And that was good by the Chiefs. However, we noticed, there were some things in the secondary that were not very good. And we can't talk about the Phillies defense without talking about the job that their secondary played against guys like Xavier Worthy or DeAndre Hopkins.
Absolutely.
It's one thing to get pressure home, But as AG mentioned earlier, what Mahomes does so well is he can throw from multiple arm slots, and he can throw from different angles and on weird platforms. And the ability of the guys downfield to hold their coverage long enough and be solid throughout the duration of the play consistently, down after down, was what was really impressive too. So yeah, I mean, you talk about complementary defense. You had the guys getting home up front, and you had the guys on the back end doing their job as well.
Cubster, what you said, you're spot on. Just what Nick just said, just means the backers and corners and safeties did their job properly, shut them down long enough for that line to get there. And I'm going to tell you this, we've talked a lot about the the defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, obviously for Eagles, but can't forget Kellen Moore, who is most likely to take the head coaching job and take the helmet in New Orleans.
If I'm Kellen Moore, I'm not going anywhere. I'm keeping myself right there in Philadelphia.
Did you guys hear what Nick Sirianni said in the post game on Fox? He was just like, "Hey, Kellen, let's run this bleep back." That's all he said. But Kellen doesn't even have to travel far. He'll be right at home.
Right at home. And you guys, I want you guys to expound on this too. We talked a lot about the defensive coordinator, but I think Kellen Moore, there's got to be a lot of hat tip to him as well, because he made it. Because people were so emphasized and so worried about the defense on Saquon Barkley. He got them out of length. You have a guy that was running with Saquon. The next thing you know, Jalen Hurts is rolling to the left side or to the right side, vice versa. He just kept them confused all night. It's like I mentioned the other day. It's like a Travis Henry, Lamar Jackson combination, to where if you key on one too much, the other one's going to make you pay the price. And we've seen that a lot with Jalen Hurts, hence why he broke his own Super Bowl record of 70 rushing yards. He had 72 rushing yards. There were times he ran, it seemed like where's somebody at? But they were so locked in on the receivers. They were worried about Saquon, and Jalen goes, that's fine. I'm going to go up here and get 10 or 15 at the pop. So, Raff, and AG, I think Kellen Moore needs a lot of the tip his hats and kudos as well.
Well,
I was just going to say, with Kellen Moore, he almost took what Spagnuolo's strength and used it against him, because Spagnuolo's always been known for taking away the team's strength. And Kellen Moore said, "Okay, you're probably going to take away the running game. Well, we're just going to use that against you." And that's what they did with Jalen having a bunch of yards rushing. That was probably where they were running the play action, or running Saquon one way, running him out the other way. The passing game, I thought he had a great game throwing the ball. I mean, that was huge for them. So I just think that they just kind of use Spagnuolo's strengths kind of against him a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then that's good film watching for both Kellen Moore and the players, because then you see what, I mean, on both sides of the ball. And this is this is not just Kellen Moore, but this is every OC, DC. This is what you should have done. What they should do, right? Study the film and then see what their strengths are, and then exploit them. Sometimes the aggressive of D line. You know what? Let's throw some screens. Let's throw some outside plays, run plays or pass plays or mesh routes in the middle, things like that. Just kind of get their timing off and just take advantage of that. And then also, when their weaknesses are, go off of those too. Find out where they're weak at and attack that as well. And so doing the film study takes time, but when you're due diligent with it, and being an OC like Kellen Moore has been for a few years, he understands that. So able to do that. And then on top of all that, they got the athletes to run it. So you got a Barkley, you got a Hurts, you got a Brown, you got a Smith. That's a Heisman Trophy winner. So you got good quality players that already understand the games, and then physically they could play the game at a high level too. So when you have that combination, it just comes together, and it came together for Philly in this game, and it's done it in the past. Kansas City has done this in the past with their players and coachings and everything else. So right now, like I said, Sunday night wasn't their night, so it was Philly's.
Yeah, guys, couple of notes here. You mentioned Devontae Smith. I'm sure you guys have seen this too. Devontae Smith, the first Alabama Crimson Tide alumni to score a touchdown in a Super Bowl in the history of
really.
The game. So that's pretty stunning as well.
I would love to bet on that too.
Me and you both.
Number two. Speaking about,
do you count Jalen Hurts that he played, or did you have to graduate from
Oklahoma guy?
Where you finished at?
I guess this is where you finished. So he finished at Oklahoma.
But anyway, what I was going to say about Kellen Moore's future, guys, Adam Schefter reported last week prior to the Super Bowl. So Kellen Moore getting $2.5 million a year annually for being the offensive coordinator with the Eagles. Certainly not bad. Adam Schefter reported that the Saints were willing to double or triple his salary to make him the head coach. So you're talking about $7.5 million a year to be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. So they're certainly interested in the guy. that, I mean, we forget maybe what he did in his first year as offensive coordinator with Dallas. He led the Cowboys to an offense that was one of the best in the NFC in passing yards per game with Dak Prescott back, I believe, in 2019 was his first year as offensive coordinator. He had pretty good units for the most part in Dallas. For
as well.
Yeah, right. He was quarterback's coach his first year. Then his last 4 years in Dallas, he was the offensive coordinator before going to Philadelphia, where he's been the offensive coordinator. But he's guided some top units. He's coached a lot of Pro Bowl guys and stuff. And so ultimately, now that you have a Super Bowl champion and experience under your belt, that certainly, I'm sure, drives the price tag up a little bit more.
Good for him. Good for him. You guys, Old Dad 34, good morning, goes, do you guys think it would have been different for KC if they had their 3 starting O-line guys still playing?
Most likely. I mean, it'd be a little different, but don't know how. I mean, it'd be a slight difference because obviously they may protect him a little bit more than what was going on, but
he was getting in every direction.
Philly's defensive line could have just had the same game against them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very easy.
Kansas City wasn't able to run the ball either. Like, it wasn't a situation to where late in the game, Kansas City had the run game working, but they needed to throw the ball to stay in it. That's not the case. They never did not do anything, whether it was with Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco. They didn't try to get Xavier. I was just surprised by this. They didn't try to get Xavier Worthy involved in like jet tosses, try to get him out in space. They didn't do anything like that because the Philly defense was so suffocating.
You look at
play
this
after play.
Okay, look at this real quick, you guys. Rushing, Mahomes had 4 for 25. Hunt, 3 for 9. Perrin, 1 for 8. Pacheco, 3 for 7.
Yeah.
I mean, they
were trying Samaje Perine. They were trying. I mean, it was kind of everything. And the Mahomes rushes came on plays where he would either break a tackle. There was one big one, his probably largest rush of the night, that was eventually called back because of a holding. And it was one where he had to make 3 or 4 guys miss across the far sideline. So I just think that we could sit here and say hypothetically this, hypothetically that, but in response to it is, man, Vic Fangio had an incredible game plan, and frankly, Matt Nagy was just unable to find anything that was successful against that Philly defense.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, they had, even with, if I think they did Old Dad 34, I don't know. I mean, maybe not 18-point blowout, but maybe a 10, but there was nothing they can get right.
Chiefs fans, it was a good run.
Cubsker, yes, I do think about that at times. Crazy to think we passed on Hurts and took Claypool for Pittsburgh. And Claypool, I don't know if he'll be in the league anymore after this year. I mean, coming into next year, man, he was with Miami for a while, then some other league, but who knows, man? They're Super Bowl champs now. Folks, we come back. We got more sports to discuss. Thanks for riding with us on Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Cupid, the messenger of love. Psst, that guy is totally undependable. This Valentine's Day, choose Petal Creations as your personal messenger of love. From designs that say, hey, I kind of like you, to you rock my world. We know how to create the perfect floral design sure to tell your Valentine how you really feel. We have so many design choices it will make your head spin. More importantly, they will make her head spin. PetalCreations.com or 423-6500. Stop in and see us at 56th and Highway 2 in the Edgewood Shopping Center.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket and top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings.
Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway, and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is still cold, Rafferty. It is still cold, Lincoln Nights. Wherever you're going this morning, be safe and travel on your way there. This past week, seen a lot of fender benders, and I'm even talking about when they were putting the stuff on the street. People just driving too dang fast, so slow it down. Get you want to get to be safe out there. AG had to step out. We got Rafferty still holding it down in Huntsville, Alabama. Raff, what's your plans today, brother?
Well, it's raining a bunch, so me and Lolo's walk's probably going to be canceled today, so she's devastated. What else today? I don't know. We'll see.
What would you do if it was sunny?
Me and Lolo would go for a nice long walk.
And then what?
I'd probably smoke a cigar. I still could probably do that because it's underneath the. So maybe I'll have a cigar today. We'll see.
What about you, Nick?
Make sure you take a second to just relax for a little bit, Raph. Just take a moment, okay, and relax.
I'm in the twilight of my life, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the small things.
Okay. Whatever you say, my friend. Whatever you say. Anyway.
Well, I tell you what, I enjoyed personally Tom Brady's debut at the Super Bowl game. I didn't have any problems with it. I mean, I think it's unfair to think someone's going to be a Tony Romo right away of just getting into the booth. I know, Tony Romo does a great job of dissect. In fact, he's like almost a master calling a play before he gets done. And then he does a great job, in my opinion, explaining why a quarterback got sacked or why a play like that didn't work. But for me, I'm giving Tom Brady a pass, man. It's like his first time. And Nick, think about this. You do this. You know how hard this is to do. Do a play-by-play commentary. Either your color commentary, even play-by-play. Yeah. Both of those, Nick, you do both of them by yourself when you're calling games by yourself. Mm-hmm. How difficult is that? And you think about where you're doing it at right now. Now think about it when there's millions and millions of people that are on there. What is your assessment on that?
Well, first off, he was rocking the $720,000 watch. I don't know if you guys saw that. He was rocking a nice little watch there. But no, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago where Tom Brady it's in such a weird spot because of the minor ownership, the minority stake in an NFL team, calling NFL games. How does he handle the bias? He got into the job because, frankly, it was a weird situation where the Fox announced him as he was going to be a broadcaster. Then, he's not done playing, so we're going to give Greg Olsen this job for 1 year. And everybody knew Greg Olsen was going to get demoted from the number one spot. But then, hey, wait, Greg Olsen's actually pretty good at this thing. Maybe he should have stayed at number one. So it was such a weird and bizarre thing over the last couple of years that Tom Brady now is, I think, number one, learning how to on the fly to a certain extent. Number two is, you mentioned Tony Romo, and Tom Brady is, I would put him right up there with the pre-play identifying, okay, why is the quarterback vocalizing what he's saying? Why is he saying what he's saying? Why is he shouting? What does all this mean? There's the fine-tuned pieces, getting in and out of breaks, doing the sending things to commercial, making a smooth transition. That's just going to take time with him and Kevin Burkhardt, just reps and calling games after game after game. So Tony and Jim Nantz are there right now because they've been doing it for multiple years. Well, by the end of next season, we're not going to notice anything with Tom and Kevin.
Well, Nick, you mentioned, and Raff, you mentioned Kevin Burkhardt Kevin Burkhardt, just doing this little background on this, he was huge to help develop Greg Olsen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why not give Tom Brady that same type of space and that same type of grace that you gave Greg Olsen, Raff? I mean, it's like I said, it's his first time in the booth doing this, man.
Yeah, I mean, but I think the thing you're going to have to look at, though, is this something he's going to continue to do? I mean, I don't want him calling a Raiders Broncos game. I don't see that, but it's just like you're paying.
That can be a slippery slope, man.
How do you walk away from the money?
$37 million a year, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you walk away from that? You can't. All the people that are sitting there saying, I don't think he lasts through the end of his contract. I think the only way he doesn't is if for some reason the NFL makes a decision of, hey, if you want to own the part of a team, you can't be doing this. Like, I think,
or you can't do the games they're a part
right?
of.
Like, yeah, like I think that's the only way he walks away. But other than that, they've said it multiple times. Both Fox and Tom have said it multiple times that they intend to honor the entire contract. 10 years, $375.
Wow.
Which is bizarre. I mean, that's crazy.
And if you're a Chiefs fan, you really don't want him calling your games or playing anywhere near the Super Bowl, because now what is it? Chiefs are 2-0, and was it 2-0 when he's in the Super Bowl or not in the Super Bowl? And then if there's some involvement of Tom Brady, they're 0-3 or something.
And they're
like
0-3 when he's involved or calling a game.
Yeah,
which as far as that goes.
Well, and Derek in a car says this, and this is kind of what I was kind of referencing on. He said, I found Tom Brady to be very vanilla and Mr. Obvious. I like to turn the TV down and turn the radio broadcast up. He also adds in, Husker baseball coming to a ball field near you. Great show, guys.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I would say,
brother.
Derek. I think that comes with time. That comes with comfort. The ability to get out of your shell a little bit. It comes with time because you are in such a, number one, highly criticized space.
Yeah.
Especially in the Super Bowl, because everybody is watching and everybody's listening to every detail. I think it takes time to get out of your shell and be comfortable and vulnerable in that area.
Here's what I'm going to add to this, you guys. Were you done it? Go ahead.
No, that's just what I was going to say.
Here's going to add. We both know, regardless of what we do, even on radio, there's some people who don't like us on radio. I mean, that's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? They'll pick at, poke, prod at everything. As a speaker, I stopped doing this about 10 years. I remember close to 10 years ago, doing evaluations from the audience. And I was talking to an older speaker friend of mine that had been doing it for years. She goes, AD, if you want to get constructive criticism to me better, he goes, do it for someone who's done it before. He goes, someone who's never taken the stage before in front of an audience, whether it's 5 or 5,000 or 50,000. He goes, they can't tell you what it's like because they haven't done it before. You know what I'm saying? So, Raff, that'd be like me trying to tell you how to run a football team and own one. I've never done that. You have before. So you may take some, I'm not saying you can't take advice from it because everybody can offer you something. But some people are just offering things just because they're just negative people. You know what I'm saying? Is this sincere constructive criticism, or just because you didn't like something, you know, as far as that goes? So you got to be careful who you get your constructive criticism for. And I think with a Tom Brady, there's some folks, now granted, there's a very learned ear because we've listened to a lot of games, watched a lot of games of commentary. I get that. Some are going to do things just because he's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is this a serious critique, or just because you don't like Tom Brady? Mm-hmm. So I think you have to look at those you have to comb it through with a very fine comb to make sure it's actually valid criticism and it's not something personal.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't we loved by everybody?
We'd like to think.
Yeah, right.
There's always a perfect example.
And there's people that love Raff and hate me.
Oh,
there you go, Raff.
There's a lot of people out there.
Funny guy.
There was a presentation I did, and I'm talking to the meeting planner like a week after. She goes, Aaron, she gave my scores. I mean, the scores, by the grace of God, were outstanding. One person said something in here, and this was a group of probably about 1,500. Okay, now all of them didn't submit things, but she said about 90% of them did.
Yeah,
I didn't like the speaker because the way that he held the microphone and kept rubbing his head.
Yikes!
That was the criticism.
Well, maybe stop.
I'm like, well, how am I supposed to hold the mic? You know? But you know what? Human nature is to focus on the one.
Yeah.
And think about the other ones, regards to the ones who enjoyed it.
That's what I mean. You talk, baseball is a perfect example of this because there's so much failure, and there's so much failure in sports across the board. But baseball is a great example of this. To that, and we're kind of getting off on a branch here. But
no, it's part of it.
That part of it is that there's a reason why guys that fail 7 out of 10 times still make the Hall of Fame. It's because they were successful 3 out of the 10.
Do you think?
It's stunning because if you think about it that way, it's how do you want to think things? Is you can get through a rep and whatever it might be, right? Whether it's football and you're running routes, or whether it's basketball and you're hitting layups, or we seem to focus on the out of 10 layups, we seem to focus on the 2 we missed and not the 8 that we made.
Right.
Or the 9 free throws we made and the 1 we missed. So it's all about how do you perceive things. It's truly incredible.
Bill and
Do you
Bennett,
think time plays into it? Like not only with like getting better, like Nick, you look at yourself calling games 3 years ago to 3 years from now, but also time and how the public becomes accustomed to you.
Yeah.
Look at Merlin Olsen when he first started at NBC. I'm guessing Merlin Olsen wasn't the top color commentator.
Right.
But 10 years later, him, Dick Enberg, Merlin Olsen, they were so.
Oh man!
So like even like if what was it 3 years ago with or 2 years ago with Kevin Burkhardt and
that's right.
And,
when Joe Buck left,
and when people said Kevin Burkhardt to me, I was like, huh? But now you hear Kevin Burkhardt. Okay, so I think time plays into it also.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Burkhardt
right.
spent a lot of time in MLB as well prior to getting to the doing NFL games and. None of those guys. I'm talking about even from the legends of a Jackson to a Musburger to we can go on and on.
Yeah. Sainert.
Nick Sainert. Well, speaking of Nick Sainert, Bill and Bennett. No, I'm going to read it. Dude, be okay with getting praise.
Yeah, take some flowers.
Yeah, Bill Bennett says, I would like to hear Nick calling some Musker baseball at some point. And I'm not talking about Nick Handley.
Hey, whatever. But
I'd love to see it too. I'd love to see it too.
What's meant to be will be. But what I'm saying is that's what's crazy because like you guys talk about when you were essentially my age or a little bit older, who are you guys accustomed to hearing? It's different than what I am.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
That's
so
a great point.
What's comfortable for me is not maybe as comfortable for you guys, or what's comfortable for me in 10 years won't be comfortable for guys that are 18 at the time.
Okay. Nick, we got a good point because Raff, think about what it's going to be like in the Masters this year, not hearing, what's our man?
Vern Lundquist.
Lundquist. I mean, to me, when I think of the Masters, I'm sometimes just as equal to the players. I think of Jim Nantz and I think of Vern Lundquist.
Yeah. Like when CBS or when Jim Nantz decides to retire, think about how bizarre that CBS broadcast is going to be.
But remember, like CBS, Brent Musburg was CBS.
Yep.
All of a sudden he was gone and then Jim Nantz was in it. It was like, who's this Jim Nantz character? So
now they got t-shirts after a slogan. Hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
I mean,
and he does it every single broadcast, whether it's the Masters, whether it was, I watched the Waste Management Open over the weekend. He did it. It's that's his thing. And everybody loves it.
Kmart Steve. He goes, my wife taught an aerobics class for a few years, and on one of her evaluations, which were all positive, one woman said she didn't like her because her body type wasn't right.
She's jealous. She's jealous.
Thank you, Rav. Bingo.
There it is.
And you think about it, your wife is going, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm thinking the way I hold the microphone and I kept rubbing my head. Well, I look back at the video and there's times where I pause and my head just goes, man, meaning I'm thinking, when you think about that, when you think about that point in my head, who knows? Yep. Yeah, so you got to be careful what you could.
Maybe if you had, never mind, we're not going to say.
Maybe I had hair.
Maybe if you had hair, you wouldn't have to be worried about it.
You know, Nick, I'm follically challenged. You know what? If I let my hair,
I've never heard that.
I am follically challenged.
I've never heard that. That's incredible.
I would have a cul-de-sac on my head if I let my hair grow. You remember George Jefferson? You're too young to remember George Jefferson, but I'd have a cul-de-sac right around my head, man. You know, a roundabout.
I know what a cul-de-sac is. I know what
I would have a cul-de-sac.
That's funny though. I've never heard follically challenged.
Follically challenged.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Folks, we don't know what's going to happen next year, but I'm telling you, if I'm Tom Brady, I'm not turning down $37 million a year to sit in an air-conditioned or heated booth.
You know what?
Call something I enjoy for 6 months of the year.
I would do the exact same thing to Al Davis that Danny Busboom Kelly did to John Cook her senior year. If they made me choose between one or the other, I would say, beep, 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 beep. I'm not going to own a minority stock in the Raiders anymore.
But he's making more on the minority stock than what he will being a broadcaster.
Oh, you think 37.5?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's a lot of loot.
There you go.
Hillsville Bear said balls are more aerodynamic when we run.
Is that right?
Yeah, Hillsville Bear. You know what? I can't say about running because I don't run anywhere very much. I'm definitely not running anywhere now.
Old Dad says AD, I call it hair impaired. That's awesome.
I like that.
That's a good one too.
That better, man.
That's a good one too.
I like it, Izzy. Love it, Old Dad. Folks, we come back. We got one more segment before we got the RGT. and AD attitude adjustment. Thanks for riding. We'll be right back.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Hog Wild has a delicious way for you to enjoy beef brisket. It's our open-faced hot beef sandwich. We start with our grilled Texas toast. Add a scoop of creamy mashed potatoes. Load them up with some tender Hog Wild beef brisket. And top it off with our tasty brown gravy. It's absolutely delicious. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henry's at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555. A new year means it's time to try new things. If you haven't tried Fear's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For the days you don't want to go to the gym, don't worry. Fear's cheese spread is there to cheer you up. And for the days you do get to the gym, why not celebrate when you get back with the best dip around? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fear's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting book. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual Planner Clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, February 19th and 20th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere planners and performance upgrades, covering topics such as new technology, in-cab monitors, maintenance points, and options to increase your operations profits. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation and exact shot. Don't miss Landmark's Planner Clinic, February 19th and 20th in Hastings. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Outside is where winter adventure unfolds. On frozen lakes, icy landscapes, and snow-covered slopes, feeling the cold air rush by as you race downhill. The freedom of gliding with ease and the warmth of being together. From epic sled rides to the fun of ice fishing, it's all right here beneath Nebraska skies. Start your winter adventure at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Associations and this station.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back for our last segment. Claytonia John. Got to read it first. Yeah. My dad is bald, and growing up, oh wait, scoot up on me. Growing up, he has a hat that said it's not a bald spot, it's a you know what machine. So there we go. Just made me think about it. There we go.
There you go.
Claytonia John. Oh man. Hair, Dad, I'm still laughing at yours, man.
Yeah,
hair impaired.
Hair impaired. That's real good.
Right there.
That's
hair
really
impaired. Good. I love it. Raffy, you got busy plans today. You mentioned you may, it's a little rainy. Maybe have a cigar out on the
yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, are you ever going to take a moment just to decompress?
I try. I felt, when life gets stressful, I just like, just taking a step back and just relaxing and just looking at life from the outside in.
When was the last time life was stressful?
Yesterday.
Well, because you had to sit by somebody on the flight.
3.5 hours.
Whoa.
From Arizona. Okay.
3.5 hours. From where to where? You mean total?
From Phoenix to Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Is it 3.5 hours?
2.5 to Omaha.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, so then an hour and a half to Chicago.
Did you fly Southwest, Raff?
American.
Okay,
remember,
so
you tweeted at him.
Oh, that's right. So you went to O'Hare.
Yes.
Hey, Raff, me and AD were joking on the way in today. We were joking about your tweet and how there were spam people replying to it.
Bots.
A lot of bots replying to it that were, saying that they were American Airlines customer service or customer support. And I was joking. I was saying, yeah, they're going to reply, hey, we just need your social security number and credit card number. And I said, Raff would then go, well, wouldn't you need my flight confirmation? They'd be like, yeah, sure. We'll take that too. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
The first 4 digits of your social security card.
Yeah. But really just the social security card and the credit card number. That's fine.
There's nothing that brings out the bots more than when you tag an airline.
Yeah.
Or if you do it or if you find it like a GoFundMe cause or something like that.
Yeah, all sorts of people.
And yet you still tweet at them.
I say hi. I'm a friendly guy, Nick.
Wait, do you enjoy having the bots as followers?
Oh yeah, it's great until they all fall off, and then you lose 50 of them.
They all get banned.
You know what? Yeah, they get
removed.
Removed.
Yeah.
There's I'm not going to say you guys wouldn't know him anyway. I'm not going to say it, but a particular individual I know in my industry, just a little different. I'll just put it that way, a little different. And one week I was looking at like 8,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, it was like 78,000. I'm like, bro. Then I started going through the names. It's a bunch of bots. And that's how you get not blacklisted, but what is shadow ban?
You just get hacked.
No, I'm saying, but they won't show your stuff as much on there. It's called shadow.
Shadow ban.
Shadow bans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my buddy who used to work for Meta that got when my account got hacked a few years back. Nick, we didn't even know each other at that time. I don't think. I called him up. Raph, you remember that, man? It was sending all sorts of crazy stuff to my list.
Yeah.
And he goes, He goes, AD, whatever you do. He goes, I see on yours, you didn't try to add some. He goes, when those people buy followers, he goes, all they do is get them getting shadow banned because the system, the algorithm picks it up and says these aren't real people.
Oh yeah.
But because of their pride, hey, look how many followers they got. They just want. I'm like, dude, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So, folks, be careful giving information out there. If you there's a lot of craziness on the internet for sure.
Hizzlebear says senior citizens get caught up in fraud all the time. Nick, take it easy. Oh, I wasn't coming at the senior citizens, But hey, I guess Raff, if you're in that category, maybe I should be helping you and not, playing along with it. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I have your best interest at heart every day.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Raff, what you got, my man? maybe. Just
maybe.
Yeah,
Hey, I'll help you out if you give me your social security card and credit card information.
$100 holding fee.
Yeah.
What you got, Rafferty?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take comes from Pete Ferguson. He just wanted to give appreciation to the following who inspired, elevated, and engaged in last week's Lincoln City Library and Lincoln Public Schools African American Read-In. The readers and presenters represented a diverse array who highlighted African Americans' rich contributions to literature, arts, and music. Presenters and performances included Addison Olds, Scholar LPS, Jennifer Okoliko, University of Nebraska, Shannon Mangrum, Barry Law, Psi Chi Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Inc., Council Chair Sandra Washington, City of Lincoln, Zenaib Funa, Black is Beautiful, Nebraska, Lafayette Helmstetter, and Tremaine Holmes, Lincoln Public Schools, Delonte Johnson and Denise J. Williams of Emeritus, Belmont Community Youth Rally Book Scholar, Jacoby White, Bryan College of Health Sciences, and more. So you guys are all Raff's Good Take for such a cool cause last week.
Love it. That whole organization and all those individuals you mentioned are definitely stakeholders in the community as far as that goes. So appreciate that. Okay, my phone. Commercial. So appreciate that, Pete, and all who took part in that. And also big thanks to the Lincoln City Public Libraries, too, for allowing that to take place. Folks, the AD attitude adjustment today, and it's something I posted on Instagram this morning, just something that just kind of hit me this morning when in light of what's going on in our world today, just the chaos and bitterness and anger. And I love this. It says, you know what I would really like to go viral? You know what I would like to really see go viral? Human decency. Basic human decency. Man, I try to stay out of the comment section, man. I mean, people are just mad about everything. And some people are just like,
they're just mad to be mad.
Yeah, just like, man, you know how much energy that takes to be mad all the time? And just, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know what? If I didn't do what I do for a living, I probably wouldn't do much with social media. I just get sick of just the constant bickering and arguing and hate, just straight up. And the name call, I'm like, man, life is too freaking short. Yes, you can have a stance on things. I get that.
Yeah.
But just bludgeoning people with a keyboard, life's too short, man. It's way too short.
There you go.
Raff, take us home, man.
We do have a little news, guys. The Saints are finalizing a deal with Kellen Moore. As of 5 minutes ago, the Saints are finalizing a deal with Eagles offense coordinator Kellen Moore. We obviously talked about that a lot in the 10 o'clock segment. So if you missed that conversation, go back, check out the whole show on our podcast page. But Kellen Moore, the next man in New Orleans.
Well, also a little update. Our very own Carlos Polk, former Nebraska linebacker, is going back to Dallas to take on their assistant position as assistant special teams coach. Another trip because he's been there before. So big shout out to Carlos Polk and congratulations to him.
All right, Raffi, 20 seconds.
And Mike Eichler is officially official.
Yes.
Earlier this morning. So,
absolutely.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Mulberry Barbecue now has a brand new second location to help all your lunch and dinner cravings. Stop by their newest location at 6125 Apples Way near Lowe's off of Highway 2. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burn-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Mulberry Barbecue open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway, and now at 6125 Apples Way in South Lincoln.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.